What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Culver's Crew Union Arena YouTube channel. I'm here with my boy Plastic Beach X3. Finally got him out to his first ever Union Arena tournament. We played in a Demon Slayer rare battle at the dugout. And as you can see here, not only did he take home a top placing Tanjiro, he took home the winner. Um, and what you definitely would not expect is that he was not playing that Tanjiro in his deck. He was not playing yellow at all. He won the event with red. So, a deck he built completely by himself, he took to his first event and got the W. I think I came in last or next to last, but that's not important. I either saw Tanjiro or I saw Nezuko. You know how it goes. So Plastic, tell me first why you picked red.
I like the red deck. I was playing the yellow deck for a little bit, but the red deck, it seems like it's just like has a lower to the ground start to where like the whole engine just revolves around like Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Tanjiro being on the field, which is a seems like it's pretty easy compared to like just always having to have a Tanjiro in the front in yellow and like having enough bodies to make those cards matter. So like it's pretty low to the ground. It doesn't have as many like explosive turns as yellow does, but I think it's more consistent.
Yeah, that makes sense. If the yellow deck pops off in the mid game, but you're able to get your engine going before that happens, you might be in a better position to win.
Yeah, they have like two or three good turns throughout the game, whereas like this deck, like once you get it going, every turn is pretty good.
That's cool. That's cool. You tried purple too, but that wasn't it.
No, it's just not consistent enough, to be honest.
All right, so take them through the list. Let them know what you played.
All right, so the whole deck revolves around Raid Zenitsu and Raid Inosuke. Raid Inosuke is 4 drop that lets you on summon if you have a I can't remember which one it is. If you have a Tanjiro, he gains impact, and then on summon, if you have Zenitsu, you can restand a card, and then Zenitsu's a 5 drop raid that on summon, if you have Tanjiro, you can draw 2 trash one, and then if you have a Nosuke, you can draw 2 trash one, and then if you have a Tanjiro, you can get damage 2. So the whole deck is like centered around these 2 cards for sure, and you're just like trying to utilize them the entire game and just keep them online for the whole game.
Okay.
And then to go with those, 12 drops, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and then Sumiko. So originally I was trying out the Tengen stuff with the Raid Tengen and the 0 drop Tengen, but it seemed like it was just super inconsistent because you would just draw dead Tengens all the time, and Tengen didn't like do anything as a 0 drop. So I decided just to go like super low to the ground, just try to have these guys online as much as possible. And since Sumiko counts as a Tanjiro and it has so that's like why you play it. And then
Whoa, that's a spoiler.
yep.
So
um
yes, the Sumiko counts as a Tanjiro for your Inosuke.
yep, for the Inosuke and the Zenitsu. And then also has Nullify Impact. The only bad part is that it doesn't have a trigger, but it is 2K, so that's nice that it's 2K for early game. And then
And
like
when you're playing into these rare battles, that Nullify Impact is probably going to be huge against the yellow deck.
yep, exactly. And it's like huge against One Punch Man and it's pretty good. And like other decks in the meta too. And then
Ooh,
um,
I'll be interested to see how this does like in the open meta because um, we haven't had any tournaments with One Punch Man legal and Demon Slayer legal yet. Plus, this deck wasn't played a lot before One Punch Man came out, so definitely interested to see what you can do with it in a normal locals environment.
yeah, there's some changes in here that I made that because of One Punch Man. Like for example, the 5 drop or the 4 drop Inosuke that has double damage impact 1 for 5k isn't like as good anymore because um, generally you play that card in my head. You play that card to beat like Kogias and stuff because they have a bunch of 5ks. But
Okay.
when like One Punch Man has a 10k body, it doesn't really matter. So that card's just probably unplayable from now on because of One Punch Man.
That
Um,
makes sense.
and then for one drops, just the Inosuke. Whenever it comes up, it goes plus 500, so it goes to 3,000 for a turn. No trigger, but it's just nice to have like another Inosuke raid target because you're like summoning him a lot compared to Zenitsu. So it's just a very aggressive card and in an aggressive deck. And then I decided to play four of this Tanjiro that says once per, or not once per turn, but you can tap it to give something 1,000. The reason why we're maxing out on this one is because it obviously has a really good combo with Inosuke where you can like raid into Zenitsu and then tap it to give Zenitsu five or go to 5,000, and then you can Inosuke restand it and then do it again on Inosuke, so you have a 5,000 impact and a 5,000 double attack. Or you can just boost one up 6,000. Like you can go 6,000 impact if you wanted to. Actually, you couldn't. You can only go 6,000 on Zenitsu. But if you had a leftover one from last turn, you could. So that one over like something like I don't know the Nezuko and stuff. Just because of once again it is a Tanjiro and it's abusable with this card. Where like a lot of times, sometimes you just don't ever use this card's on play effect if you don't have the cards for it because this deck does like lack the ability to keep like cards in hand. Um, so it's something to do with Inosuke's on play effect. And then the three of this card, I could take or leave this card. It's just nice to have another active trigger because we are playing like nine non triggers. So nice to have the active trigger. And then on your turn and opposing turn, if you have both of these up, he's plus 1,000. So he's 3,500, two drop, like decent, and it's a Tanjiro. So you can always have these guys online once again.
We love an active trigger, especially again into the rare battle format where these decks are going to be cheating out extra attacks. Well, why not cheat out extra blocks as well?
Yep. And then I actually added this card in last second. I wasn't playing this card whenever I first started building this deck, but it became apparent that I just didn't have enough triggers, so I really wanted to maximize on the triggers. And this card's not bad. It just sucks that it has 2 action points. So it's 2 action point, 3 drop, 2 energy, color trigger, KO at 2,500, and then it has step. It's a 3,500 with step, and then it on summon you can add back anything except for as a note save from your trash. So you can like if you really just need like one more impact to go for game, you could always like hold this card till they're sitting on one life, and then you can out of nowhere just like Zenitsu, grab it a Nosuke from the trash, and then have an impact that way. But otherwise, it's just a good like double energy card, and it makes your whereas like a lot of aggressive decks they don't want to play the four of the final trigger. Like the double action point cards in this deck at least like make your final triggers worth it, so you can maximize on them in this deck.
That makes
Um,
sense. The two AP cards get a bad rap a lot, but that card has so many different effects. There's
yeah,
so much text on there. It does so many different little things that like if it does the one you want it to in the right game, it could be the difference between winning and losing. So,
and it has 3,500, so against like Yellow Demon Slayer can block a Nezuko 3k swing, which is decently relevant. And then four of the other double energy card. You want to play two double energy cards, in my opinion, like 8 of them. I mean, because Zenitsu is a 5 cost, so you need to have like at least one of these on your field. Um, you just step 3,000 with an active trigger, and he counts as a Nosuke, so you can rate a Nosuke over it. Pretty good.
nice.
And then 3 Rengoku. I was on 4, but I decided to cut back on one because like I said earlier, this deck does struggle with cards in hand, and he requires you to discard a card. So I guess I just win it. He's a 5 cost, 2 action point card with 4,000 on summon. So he comes in active, so he essentially has rush, and then on play you can discard a card to KO a 3,000. Then he gets impact. So once again, into the rare battles, it's good against yellow to KO the little Nezukos or the Tanjiros. Um, and then also just a very good aggressive card because he comes in active with impact. The only bad part is that he costs 2 action points and that you have to discard a card. So like this would be a spot where you would cut it for the Inosuke that has, rush and double damage impact one. But once again, into like One Punch Man, like what is that card ever doing? It's just completely useless because you have to bottom deck it. Whereas this could at least be a blocker and KO like like a Moomin Rider or something.
Yep.
So I really do like this card. I don't know if people actually play that card or not, but
I think it's very good. And that pitching a card to kill something is one of the things that's really good about King, which is a card that can't even attack and has to trash a Saitama, whereas at least this can trash anything. It can't KO anything, but like that's still really helpful.
yep, 100%. And then just 4 finals and 4 specials.
There it is.
And that's it. The matchups
All right.
were yellow, yellow, and then Daki slash Muzan in the finals.
There we go. So it can beat yellow. It can beat the other stuff. Um, Seems like a cool deck. I'm
All right.
excited to see how it does against the rest of the format.
Yep. All right. We're gonna probably play some games after this, so stay tuned.
All right. Give it a cut there. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, that's a hand, brother. If you beat this one, everybody watching this video is gonna. You're about to raise the price of that raised Zenitsu. All right, my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Brother. Not sister. Pass.
Inosuke and Tanjiro.
Okay. Let's go. Obanai. No, okay. 2000.
Okay. Raid gets a hand.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'll promote Inosuke. He goes up to 3,000 this turn.
Yep.
Play Inosuke 0 drop. Play Inosuke 0 drop. Tanjiro boosts this by 1,000. And then Inosuke will go 4,000 impact.
Color. Choose a character on your opponent's front line. Switch to resting. It will remain that way. Next time it will be switch active. We will choose the little fellow there.
Alright, your turn.
Draw for turn. Okay. We will play Nezuko. And raid the Tanjiro. And then raid Nezuko. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna win played here. My bad. I don't have one to get back, but I will play one in the back, and then I'll raid on that. Okay. So for impact,
Kill the Nezuko.
yep, that makes sense. Alright, I can see why you would do that. And your guy's a 3 now, so my 2 is nothing. I will pass.
I'll draw. What's the attack of Nezuko?
3K. You got a 4-3-2.
Okay. I'll promote Sumiko. I'll play Zenitsu. I'll concentrate. Play Tanjiro. I'll special the Tanjiro. And then Tanjiro give Sumikyu plus 1000. We'll go
Yep.
4K impact.
So we've got 4K impact. That's going through for sure. Special. Tell me what the Inosuke is.
25.
25. And the Sumiko is.
3000.
And nullify impact.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kill it.
Okay.
And then I have the block there.
Yep.
Okay. Draw. AP draw. Wow. Here. And I guess we'll raid here. 35.
Block.
It's the sad life with no Tanjiro, you know? 3,000.
Take it. Raiden Inosuke.
Oof.
I'll do it. Actually, do I do it? You have 2 more attacks.
Yep, they're both 2K, so if you raid it, you don't take another one.
Yeah, if I raid it, I could even restand him. I actually think I'm just gonna take it to hand.
Okay. So then 2
I'll block that.
and 2.
No trigger.
Pass turn.
Well,
I
tap
thought I
this
had a busted hand at the start of the game. It's feeling kinda mid.
So the highest on your field is 35 right now, is that right?
Yep, we got a 35, a 3, and a couple 2s.
Okay, well, Tanjiro, boost him by 1,000, so he's at 35.
Yep.
We will Tanjiro boost him by 1,000.
Alright,
We
5k.
will special the Nezuko.
Yep.
And then Inosuke raid. Boost or restand him. And then boost him by 1,000. So I'll go 5k impact.
Huh? Nezuko active. I will give my 3k 3k.
Yep. Actually should have gave him, but yeah, that makes sense. To play around the active trigger, I should have gave it to him. But
Oh. Because it's what, 6 or it's
yeah,
5 now?
6.
Yeah.
So 5.
Yep. Yep.
And then 35.
That impact is forever, right?
As long as I have Tanjiro.
Okay, I'll block.
Your turn.
AP draw. Um. Hmm. Wow. I don't know if this is. I can play my whole hand, but I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I kind of think I have to. So first, let's concentrate. And then I'm going to kill your baby Zenitsu.
Inosuke.
Oh yeah, Inosuke, sorry. And then I'm sure you wish it was a Zenitsu, maybe. Raid, swing 4,000. Swap these. No. Do I swap them? I don't think I do. Because you have free blocks on both. Yeah.
Okay. Final.
Yep. Pass.
I'll play Zenitsu, double energy, add back Sanosuke,
Mm-hmm.
and then raid Zenitsu. Oop, not that. Over this guy,
Yeah. Makes sense.
and then since I have a Nosuke, I can draw 2, trash 1. I will trash this Zenitsu, and then we'll go 4k double damage,
I'll block that one.
4k impact.
Okay. Draw a card.
4k
I need to
impact.
do that. Yep. Nezuko Raid. I'll add it to my hand.
Your turn.
Draw. Turn.
Oh, I guess it would have been higher because I would have tapped these, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. Bro's like, I'm not even doing everything I could. Let's see what we can find. we find a Tanjiro. Seems good. I will pitch this other Tanjiro. And then I'll raid. And on play, I'll get myself a Nezuko, I believe. Yep. And then I can play this to the front, right? Set to resting on your field. So I'll play it here to give one of the Inosuke's minus 1,000.
Okay.
And then I'll raid.
Okay.
And I'll go 4K impact.
Get.
Yep. And then I'll go 4K. And on swing, I'll switch this.
No block.
Okay. 4K.
Oh, block.
And 3 gets blocked. And I pass to you.
Oh, bro, I misplayed so hard. That's insane.
Really?
Yeah. If I would have kept that, I knew it was gonna bite me. Let's see if I can get there.
I mean, if you get another impact.
Before I start crying. Zenitsu. Yeah, one sec. Let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, okay. So, promote him.
Yep.
How much is your field right now? The highest?
35.
35. And then I'll go Inosuke,
Choose to lean into it.
Zenitsu,
Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
total concentration, Rengoku effect, KO the Inosuke. Can only kill you at 3,000.
That's right.
And then Tanjiro, give this Tanjiro plus 1,000. So we'll go
Okay.
4K impact.
Add this card to your hand.
4K impact.
Nada. GG.
GG. My
There
misplay
it
was
is.
I knew I was gonna have to block with the Inosuke, so I was like, a sick play would be just to like keep this in hand, and then I had another little Inosuke in hand, so next turn I could have Zenitsu to add back the Raid Inosuke that I just blocked with, and then
Oh.
total concentration
Yep.
Inosuke to get the impact, but I had the Rengoku, so it didn't
Rengoku.
matter.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just a matter of like, trying to
That would have
program
been
the
a cool
triggers.
sequence, though. Yeah. But I mean, that just shows that you had multiple ways to get there. You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you had multiple outs at the end. All right. Hell yeah.
GG.